Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, The Brave One from 2007. It's directed by Neil Jordan and stars Jodie Foster and Terrence Howard. The director of this film also directed a film called In Dreams in 1999, and although it's neither here nor there, I did have a pretty severe psychotic break when I saw that film in the theater. It wasn't anything in the film itself that I can recall, I just think my body was overdue for one at the time. How many wrongs to make it right? That's the tagline on the poster for this film, and I absolutely love that. The Brave One is about Erica, played by Jodie Foster, who is violently assaulted one night in New York City with her fiancé, who is beaten to death. She physically recovers, but mentally she is left scarred and scared. She buys a gun for protection, uses it for protection, but then becomes a vigilante over the course of the film. It's kind of fascinating to watch her journey throughout the film. As I said before, the lead is played by the incomparable Jodie Foster, and in the film she befriends the detective that is looking into the vigilante killer, played by the also incomparable Terrence Howard. Watching his slow journey of discovery throughout the film is almost as good as Erica's through line. I do gotta say that it was super interesting to watch this film so soon after watching Bowling for Columbine, which was not just about gun violence, but also about a culture of fear, which are two things this film feeds on. However, the film never really takes a stance on the issue of whether what Erica is doing is right or wrong, and I guess I would have just liked the film to have some balls and hardline aside of the argument. It would have made it either a better film or an awful film, so I guess I can see why it doesn't take a stance on the issue, so it can appeal to as many people as possible. It makes business sense, but it doesn't make a statement, and I'm more fond of statements than I am of business decisions, I guess. There's also a really great song on the soundtrack by Sarah McLachlan called Answer that, if you're a fan of Sarah McLachlan, you'll love. I own this film because I'm a big Jodie Foster fan, so you can imagine how excited I am for the upcoming new season of True Detective that she's starring in on Max. This was written September of 2023. And if you're like me and spend the whole movie desperately wondering what happened to the dog, trust me, it's good news by the end of the film, so I award this film many points on that front. I find this film to be good, but again, I wish it made a statement more than good business sense. I'm going to give The Brave One a B+ because Jodie Foster does give a great performance in this film, and that is certainly one of the highlights. Tomorrow I review my first John Hughes film, The Breakfast Club. See y'all then.